Hey guys, it's Casey and I just want to give a quick pre-word to this video. This video features EmmaDawn just before she integrated into me. Topics covered in this video have trigger warnings for suicide, harmful thoughts, PTSD, callbacks, switching, and integration. So just be prepared that topics like that will be covered in this video. And also, my chin is bleeding. Okay. Anyways, please be really nice in the comments with this video. This is Emma just before she integrated. We did not film the integration because that's kind of a private event and we didn't want to put a camera on for that. Also, we didn't know exactly how it was going to happen. It took a very long time. It took the course of several hours overnight for this to officially happen. And then we sort of had a weird week-long period of just not knowing kind of what was happening. And everyone was just kind of trying to recover from the event. So just be aware that this topic does cover difficult situations and trigger warning is involved. So please take caution when viewing the video. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say. Bye guys, enjoy. Hey everyone, so I know that we just started this channel like literally 4 days ago and that there's like maybe 2 videos up, maybe 3, I'm not sure. But it's been very difficult. I think one of the reasons why I started this channel was, well, it's because I wanted to try to contribute as much as I can about DID, OSDD, and just in general what living like that is like. And I want to share it with people, and I want people to know and to understand and to learn from it and to not make assumptions and to be educated. And that's kind of the main purpose behind my goal of the channel, is to hopefully be able to let people know that. However, I started the channel at a time where we're not really in a good place. You know, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I thought we were in a good place. I thought that we were doing quite well, actually, and doing fine. But some events that happened earlier today, and for reference, today is January 6th, 2020. Some events that happened earlier in the morning have sort of started this snowball effect, if you will, of a realization, of epiphany, of emotions, reality checks, all that stuff. And part of the problem is that let me make this clear, as EmmaDawn, I am not the first Emma. I am the second Emma. The first Emma, I believe, is dormant and probably permanently will be dormant unless, I mean, she could come out of dormancy, but she's been dormant for a very long time. I think I mean, I say a very long time. I mean, years, but no more than like 5 years, if I think correctly. But, so I am not the first Emma, I am the second Emma. I really don't know how I was created. I don't really know what my purpose is. I don't know why I'm a second Emma. I have no idea why I am who I am. But I know that I do exist, and that I have been host for a while, and that it is my responsibility to take care of this body and to, you know, be the host. And I've really tried to do that, but the problem is that I have been made aware by my own self that I am not a final version. I am not complete. I don't think I'm a fragment. I could be. I don't know. All I know is that, like, sorry, my eye is really dry because I've been crying a lot, so my eyes are just like, I'm sorry if they look red. I'm not on drugs. I'm not high or anything like that. My eyes are really dried out at the moment. But what I mean is that I am not complete. I am 25% of a person. Like, I wish I could say that I'm, you know, a full human. Like if you look at like Kyle, he's like, yeah, I'm Kyle and I am Kyle and I know that, and he's totally cool with it. But for me, it's like, yeah, I'm Emma. I'm a part of Emma. I'm not fully, I don't really exist in any other form except the part of Emma that wanted to be an actor. Like, I don't go out of that ever. There's, you know, like, yeah, I'm a person and I know that, but I'm 25% of a person. I'm not 100%. I'm 25%, or whatever the ratio of percentages may be. But I'm 25% of a person. And so the difficulty with that is that I am not meant to handle these types of things that we're going through. For the first time in several months, and both times have been me experiencing this, we have had thoughts of harm, if you will. We've had very bad thoughts, and it's not the type of thought of, it's not the type of thought that's kind of like, oh, I wish I just, blah. It's the type of thought where you're just like, we have two options. Film this video with a cat in front of the camera or without a cat. Hi, kitty. You're so cute. You make me very happy. Anyways, no, in all seriousness, there's two options. Option one is that I screw everyone over in my system and say goodbye to the earth. Or option two is that I integrate, because I was never meant to handle this. I was never meant to exist solely on my own, and I know that. I just never admitted it to myself. And I like who I am now. And like I said, I felt good, but there was an event that happened earlier today that kind of opened a floodgate, if you will, and just kind of started this sort of slide of just kind of me realizing my own self-awareness of who I am and why I am here. And, you know, I've spent the last couple hours just sort of realizing that what I need to do is I need to integrate, because my brain, my brain is not gonna handle this. I mean, I as EmmaDawn am not really supposed to exist, if that makes sense. I'm here, I exist, but that's not really what's supposed to happen. Like I said, I'm only 25% of someone. I don't know where my other 75% is. But what I do know is that I would like to integrate with one of our other alters. Her name is Isla McGregor, and her channel introduction is in our Meet the Alters video that will be up before this, so don't worry about that. As is Emma's, my intro. Both of our intros are in the first part, so probably Jake's as well if he makes the appearance. We'll see. He wakes us up in the morning and we have to go to school in the morning, so it's kind of difficult for him to film like his Meet version. We already have one of him filmed, but it doesn't include all the questions. Okay, I'm getting off topic. So I, as EmmaDawn, have made the decision that I'm going to integrate into Isla. And, you know, me, here's the thing about Isla. I don't know if she's mentioned this, but I think maybe I have at some point. I don't know if it made into a video, though. Isla is, I don't want to say a version of me, because she's not me, but she's the person who was, in my own opinion, supposed to live my life. She's the one who was supposed to come into existence and do her thing and have a life and be who she is. And that never happened. That didn't end up happening. Instead, we had the original, the first Emma. And Isla sort of was dormant, I think, for a very long time. In my opinion, I think what happened is the original Emma has had both me and Isla and someone else who we never knew of, because this happened like when we were like 13, were a whole. When we went through one of the roughest patches so far that we experienced, which was in 2016, that's when we broke off. Both me and Isla split off of the original Emma. I don't know like exactly what happened during that time, because I don't really hold the memories of that. But I do know that it was very traumatic. And I do know that another one of our alters, Jethro, also split off at that time. He got split into Xena. So we have Xena and Jethro. Now, I know that this might not make a lot of sense, because it's like, well, how can an alter of an alter split? That's not how it works. But that's what happened, is that our brain, and then let me make this, context. Jethro was host for a long time. So Jethro maintained that hostness. So what I think happened is Emma 1.0 integrated into Jethro, because Jethro used to be known as Jethro Sean. His last name is now Cambridge. He's a different Jethro than he was before. So I think original Emma 1.0 integrated into Jethro. Jethro then carried on as host through high school and all those years. And then Jethro, when we went through a traumatic experience in 2016, split off and became Xena. So Jethro's brain was, so Jethro is technically the original, if you think of it that way. He was the host. I didn't exist. Isla didn't exist. We didn't exist at that point. So, or if we did, we were dormant and completely inactive. So I think what happened was Emma 1.0 someone integrated with Jethro, then new Jethro Cambridge, Emma 1.0 integrated into Jethro, Jethro split, came into Xena, and then Xena still exists now, and now Jethro still exists as he does, except he's been split, and they became two separate alters, and out of that, I think, came me and Isla. So I think there were 4 people who were integrated, minus the original Emma, who I think is completely and utterly gone at this point. I don't think, she's either so dormant that she'll never reappear, or she's been integrated so often that she's not a person anymore. I think her original brain has just gone and is now in all of us, because, you know, if I think back to our, you know, teenage years and childhood, we all exist. It's just we were Emma, we weren't us. And so I think what happened is there were 4 of us and we all split at once during a other traumatic experience that happened relatively soon after that. I think we all just kind of cracked and we split off into 4 different people of Jethro, Xena, Isla, and me. Because, like I said, I'm not the original Emma. I'm EmmaDawn. I'm a completely separate person. Oh, that's a lot of information. Okay, this video is getting really long and I'm feeling kind of good about like stuff right now. I'm feeling pretty happy, and you know, my hot chocolate is getting cold. So I'm gonna go drink that before it becomes like ice. I don't want a frappuccino right now. I want a hot drink. So basically what's gonna happen is, even though we've introduced this as Emma's channel, I'm so sorry, I'm gonna go and I'm going to integrate into Isla. So our name, so here's the thing about integration, as a quick side note, is that when 2 alters merge, typically what happens is both of those alters become an entirely separate person from that point forward. So we're gonna take the name of Isla, I believe, because I don't know what's gonna happen. Oh God. But I think we're gonna take Isla McGregor as our name, because that's the name that Isla has. It's the name that we were supposed to be named when we were born. So I think we will kind of just go with that for sake of ease. Also, it's a really pretty name. Like, it's really nice. So this is the last time you most likely will be seeing me, except for maybe in videos that haven't been posted yet. I don't know what order they're gonna go up in. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching a Unicorn Chaos System video. My name is EmmaDawn, and I wish you all farewell. Bye.